Helló mindenkinek, Regex vagyok, és most folytassuk a Gothic 2 nagyjából végigjátszását. Vagyis, hogy ebbe a részbe beállunk valami vadászszerűségnek. Ezért is kezdjük Mivel és küldetésével.
What do you know about paladins?
Since these bastards have come to the city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town, the guards flat out stopped me and asked me what was my business there.
And?
Of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous asses were still chasing pigs with wooden swords. And yesterday the bastards came and confiscated half of my goods.
The paladins seized your goods.
Everything I had stored in the backyard. They simply posted a guard in front of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
Hát azt én már elvittem, bocsi.
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even armor. I still have a special piece in stock. Double hardened armor of snapper leather. Still unused. Interested?
Ugyanilyen nem van, szóval engem nem érdekel.
Show me your wares.
Akkor mi ez? Rozseshet, bard, egyéb érdekességek. Jó, még egy rövidi számszerűet úgyse fogok, vagy ha várjunk csak. Lehet, hogy fogok használni számszerűet, na de mindegy, egyről még csak szimpla ilyet. Igen, a bőrpáncét ezt meghagyom. Polgári öltözéket is, mert majd hasznunkra lesz. Igen, az vízkörének az ismertető jele, amit neki Láresz adott nekünk, ez az akvamarin gyűrű. Ja igen, itt egy halom ilyen kőtábla, mágia kőtáblája, ez nekem majd kell. Életerő kőtáblája, zsír. Régi kőtáblákat ugyebár gyűjtöm most. Amit látjátok, ezért is lehet kapni egy kevés aranyat, hogyha ezeket így eladjuk, már itt most a kagylókra gondoltam. Úristen. A mocsári kenderre most is spórolok egyelőre. Azért látjátok, az érzerab is ér pár darab aranyat. Ja, bőrerszények, abban is már van egy pár. De ez is kellhet, azt meghagyom. Ugyanis majd lesz egy csákó, aki megveszi tőlünk a rendes áráért, tehát nem 15 aranyért veszi meg tőlünk ezt, hanem hát mennyi lehet ennek a rendes ára? 60 arany? Lehetséges, hogy ennyi. Na mindegy, ő a teljes áráért veszi meg a dolgot. Sárkány, ja igen, ez ad plusz egy erőt, ott van egy goblin, vagyis 2 goblin bogyó. Hát igazából más eladni valami nincs, de már így is 580 aranyom van, szóval.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an important message.
Well, well. Have you tried getting past the guards?
I don't see why I should even try.
You're probably right. I don't know how important your message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away. Because they have their orders.
So can you help me get into the upper quarter?
It seems to be really important to you. The question is, how important is it to you?
What are you getting at?
I can help you. After all, I'm one of the most influential people here. But it'll cost you.
How exactly can you help me?
Quite simple. I'll use my influence to see to it that one of the master craftsmen here takes you on as an apprentice. As such, you'll practically be a citizen of the city and can enter the upper quarter. Besides which, you'll earn something while you're at it.
Where could I sign on as an apprentice then?
Basically, with any master here on the main street. That would be Harrod the Smith, Bosper the Bowmaker,
igazából Harald meg Bosper, ennél a kettőnél lehet kezdeni.
Constantino the Alchemist. One of them is bound to take you on. But it's important that the other masters agree. That's always been the custom here in Corinus.
Bár végül is a Konstantinonál is kezdhetünk, ha jól emlékszem, csak azzal rengeteg ilyen szöszmötelés van, és azért nem szoktam ott kezdeni.
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
You shark.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
But
In principle, it's my gold. Greta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money. I'd like to beat it out of her. But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
where can I find this Greta?
Like I said, she's the carpenter's niece. His house is down the street, the last house on the right before the smithy.
Zsír. Ja, amúgy ezt nem mondtam, de egy most így kard téren, minél hosszabb az embernek a kardja, annál nagyobb százaléka van annak, hogy kritikus sebzünk. Tehát több kritikus sebzünk, hogy a hosszú kardunk van. Ami most az én fegyveremmel eléggé minimális esélyű ugyanis. Látjátok, mekkora kis késem van, szóval az még szívás ebből a szempontból.
Why don't you take me on as an apprentice?
I would, but the other masters wouldn't agree. I just recently took on another apprentice.
Ja, jó van.
How do I get the approval of the other masters?
You just have to convince them. Go and talk to them. But if more than one of them is against you, you don't stand a chance. So behave yourself.
Is there another way to get into the upper quarter?
Perhaps. If I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Jó van. Nincs már semmi értelmes dolog. Viszont fölveszem a bőrpáncélomat. Ja, akkor most benézek Boszperhoz, mert úgyis útba esik. De! Hány óra van? Mindjárt éjfél, ez még mindig itt áll egy helyben.
I am Basper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Corinus?
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
Zsír.
why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy.
Jó, azt tudom, hogy hol van, szóval nem kell a magyarázat.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Before I take you on, I need to know, of course, whether you're any good at all.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on, if you like.
Ja, igen, 6 darab farkas prém kell, de nem árt megtanulni. De viszont ugye nem nála akarunk kezdeni, de mégiscsak kellenek a prémek, akkor Dragomirhoz így lekocoghatunk, meg a Pepe farkasai küldetésbe a pár fiatal farkas, miután elintézzük. Ott van egy halom, ilyen farkas bőr, vagy zőr, vagy tök mindegy, prém. Na, hát úgyis meg lehet ezt a küldetést oldani, de én megtanulom a farkas prémeknek a lenyúzását.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin.
Whoa.
Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Zsír.
What if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Balderdash. Harrod and Matteo already have apprentices. Constantino the alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay it. I, on the other hand, have an urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well, too. But no matter where you want to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters from the lower part of town.
Konstantinónak nem kell a beleegyezése, úgyhogy az abban mázlink van. Na tényleg, boss Bence, mit adsz el?
Show me your wares.
Szélfai. Hát igen, ő nagy részt íjakat ad el. Bőröv. Nem hangzik rosszul. Hülyesség gyűrűje. Ezt a nagyhár. Erő az nekem nem kell annyira, szóval megveszem ezt a bőrövet. Jaj. Ja, amúgy itt, hogyha itt álltok bossper előtt, akkor semmi pénzért ne nyissátok ki a bőreszint, mert azt hiszi, hogy ez az ő pénze, és nektek ront. Vagy lehet, hogy az Mateónál volt ez a bug, de mindegy. Az a lényeg, amit mondtam. Mennyi a védelmem? Fegyverek ellen 35. Egész jó. Na, és itt egy kis mana azért meg sem árt. Itt mentek együtt.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
I've come about Gritta.
My niece? What's your business with her? This isn't about money, is it?
She owes 100 gold pieces to the merchant Matteo.
Tell me this isn't true. Ever since that little piece of work moved in with me, I've had nothing but trouble. She's in debt with practically every single merchant in town. I had to borrow 200 gold pieces from Lamar, the moneylender, just to settle her debts. And now this. Go ahead, ask her. But I tell you this, she doesn't have a single gold piece.
We shall see.
Jó, vele még nem beszélgetek így munkáról, majd itt szép fokozatosan csak. Amiket így átsorom tőle. Itt fekszik a Gritta.
Hey, you!
What do you want, My name is Gritta. Ever since my husband died, I've been running the household for my uncle Thorabin.
Matteo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
He wants his money? What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
Biztos. Na egyébként a továbbra semmiképp ne nyomjatok, mert csak pofázik vég nélkül, szóval inkább egyből a lényegre
Cut
térek.
it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Then we'll simply sell a few of your togs. I'm sure you've still got a bunch of stuff in your closet.
How dare you, uncouth lout. All right, here, take the gold.
See, that wasn't so hard.
And now will you please leave my house?
Egyébként, hogyha a Grittától úgy kérjük el azt a 100 aranyat, hogy nem verjük el, akkor plusz XP-t kapunk a Matteótól.
Your niece had 100 gold pieces.
What? The brazen little serpent. That was my gold. She took it from my chest. Give it back to me. I have to pay off Lamar first. Matteo can get his money later.
No, Matteo will get his money back from me.
You're getting me into a real mess that way. Lamar is not terribly generous when it comes to debts. But at least you're planning to pay my niece's debts. I guess I ought to thank you for that.
Na, király.
What do you know about
Igazából ő is annyit tud, mint a többi ember, szóval fölösleges ezt megkérdezni.
Do you know...
Rumor has it that Onar, the landowner, has hired... He was probably tired of having to throw... All we notice of this in town is that the food... Onar's farm lies far to the east of here. We wouldn't know if there's any fighting, and if you want to know more, ask the merchants in the marketplace. They get...
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
Egyébként ne szenvedjetek azzal, hogy megtanuljátok az árfelnyitást, mielőtt még tőle ezt megkérdezitek, mert ugyanez a válasz.
And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
Have you had an apprentice before?
Yes, and not too long ago.
And what happened?
His name is Elbridge. He's my nephew. I was quite pleased with him, actually, but one day he simply didn't show up for work.
Where is Elbridge now?
How would I know? He kept hanging around that filthy brothel by the harbor. I wouldn't be surprised if he's still warming the bed of some whore down there.
How long has it been since you saw him?
I guess it must be about 2 weeks.
Hát az nem volt rég. Na mindegy.
Have you reported that to the militia?
Of course I have. They were supposed to catch him and see to it that the lazy bones does his work. But I already regret that. He can do whatever he wants. Sooner or later he'll realize he'll get nowhere in Corinus without a decent job.
Is that so?
Na mindegy.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break, and there are plenty of thieves about in Corinus, especially lately.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
I don't know whether you can.
Jó, igen.
For all I know, I'm not gonna.
Ja igen, mert előbb még Mateónak oda kell adni az anyagot, utána megtanít minket, mert látja bennük, hogy becsületesek vagyunk.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Hogyne?
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the priest of Adonos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing too.
Jó van, Vatras nem sokára úgyis szóba jön, szóval tök
I
mindegy.
shall vote for you.
Jó van.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
Well, all right, but they won't be of any use to you as...
Mindegy. Meg is úgyis mindjárt megtanulom ezt, szóval nem árt, hogyha van nálam. Igen, itt van a Harad. Hozzá most így besúranak. Ja, ez Brian, na mindegy.
What's your business here?
You've got no business being here.
Ezt nem hiszem el. Egyébként igen, hogy észreveszik az embert, akkor ezt csinálják általában.
Hey, you!
Na, így nem veszi észre, hogy... lehet annyira komás, hogy nem veszi észre a helyzetet, hogy én most az ő házában vagyok.
Do you sell weapons too?
Forget it. Everything I make goes to the paladins or the militia. I have a commission for 100 swords from Lord Hagen. He wants to equip the city guard.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city. Are you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city, and then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
Egyébként Kovács az azért éri meg beállni, mert minden fegyver, amit össze tudtak gyűjteni, és jó, vagy hogy hát... olyan fegyver, amit ti is tudtak kovácsolni. Na szóval, hogyha olyat tudtak összeszedni, azt is Haradnak el tudjátok adni pénzért. Most hogy hát aranyért. És eléggé brutális árat ad értük. Szóval megéri Kovácsnak lenni, de én valahogy nem szeretem. Nem a favoritom. Én mindig vadásznak állok be.
I'm not a good for nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice, provided the other masters agree.
Jó, király.
You've got no business being
Na
here.
most már leesett neki a helyzet, hogy az ő ház. Na mindegy. Akkor vissza Mateóhoz. Egyébként itt ez, amikor be akarsz állni tanítványnak, akkor ez tényleg csak a szaladgálásról szól. Szóval tök mindegy a dolog. Jaj, Mateó. Hol vagy itt?
Hey, you!
What's up?
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
And? Did she cause any problems?
None to speak of.
Good. You've held up your part of the deal.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry. I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
Királyság. Na akkor. Mateó már le is van rendezve. Akkor most. Hát igazából haradnak meg Mateónak a küldetés, ez ilyen, az már ki kell menni Korinthból, szóval az...
Hey, you, wait.
Ja,
You look
tényleg,
familiar
ez
to
Pablo.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
Gee, I'd never have thought of that myself.
Very funny. What did those guys want from you?
Ask them yourself. You've got them safely locked up, haven't you?
No, they're dead.
I guess we'll never know then.
If you're in some kind of trouble, go talk to Lord Andre. Maybe he can help you. You'll find him in the barracks.
Király. Egyébként még egyszer Pablo Csákótól tudunk kérdezgetni egy pár dolgot, de fölösleges. Ja igen, majd hát elképzelhető, hogy meg fogom tanulni a zsebtolvajlást, ugyanis hasznunkra fog még válni. És egy pár küldetést majd azzal lehet megoldani csak. Várjunk, csak az áldását kéne kérnem.
I'm asking you blessing.
Why should I give you my blessing, stranger?
I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the masters in the lower part of town.
Go with the blessing of Adanos, my son.
Na, ja igen még. Ez is
Where
a
can I
Daron.
find a priest of Innos?
The best thing would be to look around the marketplace. You will find an emissary of the monastery there.
Király. Na akkor...
Lares said that you could help me get into the monastery of the fire magicians.
Is that your choice? The way of the fire?
Yes, I want to become a fire magician.
As far as I know, they gladly accept novices in their monastery. So why would you need my help?
Lares mentioned that they demand a tribute before they let anyone into the monastery.
I cannot grant you entry into the monastery myself. I am a water mage, as you know, but I am very well acquainted with Darren, the fire magician. He spends most of his time in the marketplace, collecting alms for his church. But I have heard that he is not only in town to raise some funds. He told me about a statuette that was stolen from him. It was very important to him. He will surely allow you to enter the monastery if you can get it back for him. Of course, if you should decide to join the Circle of Fire, you can still become a member of the Ring. If you prove yourself worthy, that is.
Zsír. Yeah.
About those missing people,
Yes?
let me tell you what I know.
What have you found out?
Nothing important so far.
Pedig megtudtam, hogy hány embert mint el, na mindegy. Jó, a mágia az egyelőre még annyira nem fontos. Meg vagyok én sérülve? Nem hiszem. Na, akkor... Ja tényleg, várjunk csak, egy ilyen plusz küldetést össze tudunk szedni, hogyha Matresszal beszélünk pár dologról, most jut eszembe, hogyha a vízköréről kérdezünk tőle, akkor ad egy plusz küldetést.
Hey,
Erről
you!
meg is feledkeztem, és ez a küldetés nem túl egyszerű.
Tell me about the ring of water.
Since you are not yet a member, but I shall tell you what I meant.
Who are the members of the ring of water then?
I cannot tell you that until you join the ring, but you will certainly have met some of them by that time.
Ez biztos.
Where are the other water mages?
They are exploring the ruins of an old culture northeast of Corinth. We suspect that those ruins might contain a passage to a part of the island which is as yet uncharted.
Király.
Tell me more about that uncharted area.
If you're interested in joining the expedition, I could send you to Satyrus with a letter. You can only participate, of course, as long as you're one of us.
Ja,
Of
igen.
course. What exactly is it that you do?
We stand between the Order of Innos and the Chaos of Beliar. If one of the two sides should gain the upper hand, it will mean either total loss of freedom or deadly chaos. Therefore, we guard the balance between the two. That's what makes life in this world possible for all.
Király.
And what does that mean in concrete terms?
The fall of the barrier has evoked numerous threats.
Igen, itt kapjuk meg a küldetést.
Bandits are probably the most obvious one. Not only has it become all but impossible to travel the island without being attacked, there's someone in town, too, who supports the bandits. We have found out that the bandits receive regular deliveries from a weapons merchant in Corinth. We try to find such people and keep them from endangering the city. If you can find out anything about this, let me know.
Zsí. Ja, igen.
Is there anything that could help me with my search?
You're a very persistent young man, but I actually can think of something that could make your tasks easier for you. I shall give you this ore amulet. You'll certainly be able to use it. It is an amulet of the searching will-o'-the-wisps. There are only very few of them. The will-o'-the-wisp that inhabits this amulet has very special properties. It can help you find things that normally elude the naked eye. You summon it by simply wearing the amulet. If it loses its power, or you cannot find it, simply put on the amulet again and it will reappear. The will-o'-the-wisp can detect weapons. It could be very helpful to you in investigating the weapons deliveries to the bandits. Treat it well, and it will never fail you.
Király.
A will-o'-the-wisp in an amulet?
Will-o'-the-wisps are admirable creatures. They consist of pure and magical energy. They are bound to the magical ore in this world. It is their origin that gives them their strength. I'm not surprised that you've never heard of them. They only appear to the person who bears the ore to which they belong. Will-o'-the-wisps living in the wild have been forcefully removed from their sources. They will attack anyone who approaches them. There is no way to help those pitiful creatures.
Na, én azokat szoktam írtani igazából. Hát azért sebeznek ránk rendesen, de eléggé könnyű őket legyőzni, és igazából annyi a taktika, hogy amikor így a fejünk felé mennek, hogy megsebezzenek minket, hátraugrunk egyet és csapunk egyet, ugye, és amikor hátraugrunk, akkor így kicsit lejjebb ereszkednek, és akkor van esélyünk megütni. De igazából idézhettek is egyéb lényeket, és azok is könnyen le tudják győzni őket.
Can the will-o'-the-wisp do more than that?
More than look for close combat weapons? Not unless you teach it. I think Riordan knows how to teach these beings. He is one of us.
Hát igazából én nem fogom tanítani ezt, mert
Perhaps he can tell you
én
more.
már mindent tudok fejből, szóval nekem tök mindegy, hogy mi jól van.
Thank you. I shall take good care of it.
Síp. Akkor... hol vagy? Ez halálos. Ciao. Hát te meg hova mész? Ja, értem, szóval benne a toronyban van egy fegyver. Jó van, királyság. Csak az a baj, hogy oda nem tudok bemenni, szóval...
Just follow me.
Igazából ez szerintem eléggé cuki egy lény, hogy őszinte legyek. Marha jó. Lehet vele így menőzni, és így járkálni a városba vele és követ. De hát halálos szerintem. Mindegy, közben így beszélgetek még egy pár emberrel, már ha találok. És itt van Koragon. Bartak? Itt vagy Bartak. Ő volt, mi a neve? Nem Torben, hanem a másiknak. Bosspernek ő volt a tanítvány, aki lemondott. Jó fegyvere van, úgy mert a macséta.
Never mind, neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Vosper said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there, but he didn't really listen to me. Well, anyway, he paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Leesett az FPS.
Vosper had one of his bows stolen recently, in broad daylight. Some guy just walked into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern, halfway to
Oh,
Omar's
igen, ott van
farm.
Dragomir.
But I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town, until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an excellent hunter.
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
Well, it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's tavern, discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next. I had had a few by then. I vaguely remember Trokar saying that he was going out to get a few swamp weed reefers. He never came back.
Where does one get swamp weed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor as far as I know.
De igen, milicistaként, hogyha annak beállunk, akkor kapunk egy küldetés Antrétól, hogy szerezzük meg a mocsári kender csomagot, de igazából Cyphernak majd leadom.
Didn't you go
Úgyhogy
looking for him?
jobb lesz a dolog.
No, but I reported it to the militia, but they haven't been able to find him yet. I hope he didn't get attacked by a wolf, or worse. And I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
Ez most így kicsit megőrült a csákó, vagy mi van? Most komolyan röhög azon, hogy a haverjának a hullájáról beszél? Na, az mindegy.
Why don't we go hunting together?
With 2, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Vosper.
Igen,
It's a fair deal, isn't it?
igaza is van.
Here they are.
Lehet, hogy a következő részre halasztom ezt a vadászost itt. Bár nem, ezt most megcsinálom. De viszont addig leveszem a kis lidérc fényemet. Nem akarom, hogy megsérüljön. Na, akkor menjünk vadászni.
Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Miért itt mész ki? A másik kiállaton sokkal egyszerűbb lett volna. Na de mindegy. Az igen! Vatrász, gratulálok! Azaz beszél a falnak. Hát így nálam még sosem járt, na de mindegy. Ez kicsit érdekes. Gyűlik a tömeg, hogy nézzék a hátát, és komolyan. Jaj ne, Lothar, nem akarok még beszélni. Na, így. Szépen kikerültük.
Nothing to plunder.
Ja tényleg ott is lenyilazott egyet. Akkor az a 6. farkas. Ja, igen, ott megáll Bartok, hogy beszéljünk vele, ugyanis ott egy árnyékfutó, és megkérdezi, hogy tovább akarunk-e menni. Én természetesen tovább. Csak előtte még megnézem, mennyi élet. Jó, fúra felnyomta az életemét. Hogyne?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out.
És kinyírtam egy árnyékfutót. Haha, ez komoly.
Wait a minute.
Inkább így áll egy kicsit.
Here, take the healing potion.
Így összefogunk egy orkkal, szóval én inkább fölnyomom annyira az életerét, amennyire csak tudom.
Wait a minute.
Inkább így áll még egyet.
Here, take the healing potion.
Na. Most már talán megy is valamire. Az egy ütéssel. Ja igen, kizsikereltem azt az árnyékfutót. Tudjátok mit, inkább itt is mentek egyet, mert én tényleg semmire sem bízok. Semmit. És ott az ork az engem nagyon zavar. Igen, és majd mielőtt még itt totálisan megállunk. Az már 150 XP.
Nothing there to be had there.
Ja, a könnyű fejszet azt mindenképpen összeszedem. Meg annak a pár darab fekete goblinnak neki megyek. Ugyanis nincs kedvem egyedül lerendezni őket. Szóval felhasználom Bartokot arra, hogy besegítsen. A 4-esen van a tűzmie. Jó van. Igen, itt is mentek helytől, és már leszámoltunk ugyebár az orkkal. Ilyen könnyen nagyon ritkán megy. Ciao. Bartok, help me! Csak 180 XP-t kapunk egy fekete goblinért. Ej! Fight! Oh-oh! Na jó, ez tényleg nagyon nem vicces. Na jó van. Amit látjátok, eléggé muszkis szörnyek ezek. Azért sebeznek rám kevesebbet, mert van rajtam az a kis öv. De így is mindjárt meghalok, szóval tök mindegy. Látjátok? Ezért mentettem. Mert komolyan Bartok hajlamos arra, hogy itt föladja az életet, aztán ott marad. Nagyon szeretem, hogyha én csalogattam ezeket a kis goblinokat. És mire felejtés van benne? Na mindegy. Elég nagyon sebez rajtuk ez a tűznyé. Bartok, fedezz egy kicsit. haj meg, létszi. Ops. Ouch. Ouch. Segíts! Ah, level up. Na Bartok, velük már csak elbánsz. Azzal az egyel. Azaz te is gyere ám pont felém. Ezt is én öltem meg. Nem végzed a munkádat rendesen, Bartok.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
Itt is kinyírt egyet. És élet előtt fölnyomok magamnak, mert így nem szeretem, hogyha ennyire kevés van. Jó, most már beszélek Bartokkal. És hogy itt is van egy ilyen kis fekete goblin. Hol van a többi? Na de mindegy.
That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosford.
Yep. Akkor ideje tovább zúzni. Hát már elvettem a dorongját? Nem. Akkor most elveszem. Ja, a zárfeltörést még nem tanultam meg. Nem vagyok benne biztos, hogy azon a ládán van zár, ami ott van. De azért oda nézek. Rostás kard.